Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I'm gonna start it off by saying that I hope everyone is having an amazing day, afternoon, or night. It depends where you are around the world, okay? But yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna start like mixing it up, okay? Switching things up, mixing things up. But yeah, as y'all can see in the title already, we're gonna start reacting to this interrogation. I love interrogation videos, mainly because I'm into psychology. I like watching these interrogation videos. I think it's amazing. Just watch the police or detectives. I mean, detectives trying to find the real hidden truth. Yes, it mixed in with the name of the channel. So amazing. Okay, let's watch these detectives trying to find the real hidden truth in these criminals. By the way, hey, I used to be a criminal, so I'm not judging here, okay? So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start it by saying glory to Jesus. Okay, I gotta let that be known. Glory to God, glory to Jesus. And people like to say, what's that saying? What goes around always come back around. Okay, but yeah. Well, that's how God created the universe to be. Don't think you're gonna do something in the dark or something where nobody can see you doesn't just you just because you did it and nobody saw you doesn't mean it's not gonna come back and get you. That's how the universe works. What goes around always comes back around. That's how God created things. So yeah. But yeah, let's start with this one. So this one is titled A Detective Realizes the Witness is Actually the Murderer. Interesting title. But yeah, let's get straight into it. No waiting.
On July 23, 2020, a call was made to 911 in Orlando, Florida.
What are you calling about?
Gunshots, multiple.
Did you see anything suspicious or you just heard it?
No, ma'am, just here.
Okay. How many did you hear?
Oh, man, it's about 8 or 10, if not more. Like it's a AK-47. It's not a 22. I can.
Yo, wait. First of all, I sound like an old lady, but how do you know those type of guns? Like, how?
Assure you.
When the police arrived on the scene, they found 41-year-old Eloy LeBron's body inside his white Toyota. Surveillance footage and witness testimony would lead police to two 19-year-old women, Marquis Hamilton and Jaria Shield. Police would
Come
find
on, come on, come on. Really? Two females? Y'all gonna come on? Y'all going down? I mean, men go down too, but really, I want to see how quick this gonna be though. How quick y'all think y'all gonna like? Y'all think they gonna be like telling the truth? Y'all think? Yeah. How long you think they gonna last in that interrogation room?
surveillance footage showing a white Saturn driving away from the crime scene. A few minutes later, more footage would show both women getting out of the car at the apartment complex they lived at. The police begin by interviewing a family member who spent quite a bit of time with both suspects. They are hoping that Marquis and Jaria may have told her what they did, which will help them later when they interview both women.
So when you got up yesterday morning, what time was it?
Like 10.
And you had to be there at 11. You clocked in at 11:02,
So yeah.
right?
I woke up at 10. Yeah.
And the girls were not home. And as you sit here today, swearing to tell the truth, so you don't get in trouble, you're saying you do not know where they were,
No.
or whose house they were at, but you're
First of
telling me
all, a detective telling me to swear is crazy. I know you gotta swear in court. It's crazy that I do not swear. Now I'm thinking about it. Do y'all really think that I wouldn't be able to swear in court? I don't know. Like, let's say if I'm in court right now and they say put your hand on the Bible, swear. Uh, I might have second thoughts. I don't know if I'm gonna have second thoughts. I'm gonna be like, Judge, I don't really swear. Like, yo, I don't know. I don't know how I would react though.
The car was not at home at 11 o'clock when you left. And it was not at Sunny's when you got there. Is that true?
Yeah, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. And the girls were not at Sunny's.
You know.
Someone in that vehicle murdered someone yesterday.
Oh, really?
Somebody in the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
I ain't like, yo, I'm the wrong person to interrogate. Like, I would have been like, really? Like, you know, like I would like they probably would have suspect me just because they probably would thought I was playing because that's how I talk. Like, even in the seriousest, like the most serious matter, like I would talk like that. Oh, really? Wow, interesting. Like that's how I talk. I talk regular. Like even like if the thing is an important matter, like I would sound the same. Like I would literally sound the same. My phrases the same, whether it's a joke or not. Like I don't know. To me, it's the same. I don't know. People call me a robot. So
That's what I'm telling you right now. Someone in that car murdered someone yesterday.
wow.
What did they murder? What,
Do you understand how serious this is now?
what, like,
Do you understand the consequences for lying to the police in a homicide investigation as a third-degree felony?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you understand how difficult it is to get into medical school with a third-degree felony?
with any charges, it's hard.
It's very
Especially when
difficult.
it's tied to murder.
Oh, there's somebody
very
else in
difficult.
the room.
Medical schools don't look too kindly upon that.
Mm.
You were with these girls all day and all night.
Yeah. Well,
And
not really, because I was at work in the mornings.
mhm.
Hey, watch your crowd. Watch who you hang with. Hey, watch who you hang with. Believe me. Even if you don't have nothing to do with nothing, you still gonna get implicated. Look, she probably don't got nothing to do with that, but it's the crowd she hang around with.
What happened?
Hey, funny. Tell it. What happened?
I'm confused. That's what I'm talking about.
She's smiling.
You have a tell when you're not telling the truth, and and your tell is that you laugh or you smile because you're uncomfortable.
Actually, I laugh at every single thing. So
And it's
She's probably thinking about her homegirls. But still, that's not a laughing matter though. Like somebody lost their life. It's crazy when it's you that's on that side, on the other side. It's nothing but tears. There is no laughing. Like it's, I used to be like that. Like I'm not gonna like say like I'm not gonna jump on her like that. But it's not like when you think about it, like it ain't funny no more.
it's just when you're uncomfortable.
no, I just laugh at everything. Like
I
right now,
bet if that was one of your loved ones that died, you wouldn't be laughing.
I'm just in here smiling. This whole time I've been sitting here smiling.
But yeah, somebody just
And why
died.
is that?
I don't know. That's just how I am. I just laugh and smile.
Well, I can tell you that the person who was murdered's family's not laughing and smiling.
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm not laughing and smiling at that. That's
Okay.
not-
This is super
Like I
serious.
said, she probably thinking about like her homegirls, like how they probably talking and laughing about it. That's why she probably laughing still. She probably laughing because she knows she had nothing to do with it.
Serious,
I
Jemima.
know it is.
Super serious. Okay, you're an intelligent young woman. I'm sure you've read my shirt while we've been sitting here.
Yeah, I did. That's why when you came in, I'm thinking like,
Okay, this should not be a surprise to you.
it is a surprise because when you came in, I was thinking like, what happened? But
They probably talked about it too, her and her homegirls.
The girls had to have told you what happened. If you were
Yep.
at work, we should be able to verify that.
Yep.
Okay.
mhm.
The girls were not there at work. The car was not there. We we're gonna be able to verify that as well. Okay. But you, this is your family.
I know, but
Okay.
you
You're in the car with them. You go pick them up. You go home with them. You guys are all the same age approximately.
but we're not really like that close. That's what I'm trying to tell you because you expect me to know everything. We're not really like,
Not everything, but is it every day that your family is involved in homicide?
you know.
Oh,
Okay.
I
If you want to
forgot
sit here
their family
and
is
tell me
crazy.
and make me believe that you don't know who your cousin and your sister and your cousin are dating, which I find very hard to believe, especially since your sister is possibly pregnant by this guy. I find very hard to believe. That I didn't anticipate you lying
I
about.
mean, because they don't really like, it's not like they really in a relationship with, because
You don't have to be in a relationship to be pregnant by someone.
I mean, but if you talk to more than one person, then it's not really like,
Jemiah,
I don't care if you my brother, my close brother. We hang every day. You into that type of stuff, murdering people, committing crimes, like, get away from me. Like, I used to be that person. I used to be smarter enough to know to stay away from people that has nothing to do with what I'm into, you know? So if people like that choose to hang around you, believe me, they're not thinking clearly. Like, oh, whatever I'm into might get attached to you, cause even though you have nothing to do with things, you know, like,
your sister's with him now. She's at his house right now. How do we know this and you don't?
you know,
She's with him right now. She stayed the night with him last night. You're telling me I know more about her relationship than you? That's ludicrous.
what?
I don't expect you to know everything. I do expect you to know things that girls talk about, like who you're dating, who might have gotten you pregnant, and I don't know, who might have murdered someone in my car. That's not something that happens every day. Your family is knee deep in this. And you were in the car yesterday and today. You got stopped in the car today.
yeah.
Whoa, she was driving the car? That's crazy.
I honestly don't think that you are out, shooting at people. That doesn't seem like it's in your nature.
Hey, that's probably why they gave her the car. They didn't want it. Like, okay, you can drive it. You had nothing to do with it, so it's okay. But that's the thing. So certain people don't think that far.
Okay? You're a good kid.
Especially if you care about
But I
somebody.
do think you're
like,
holding back.
Okay,
why would you
but
put
it's
them in
because you expect
in
me
that
to know
situation?
them in, but I don't really like. If
I expect you to
anything-
tell me what you learned about a homicide yesterday involving a car that you were in today. What did you learn?
You're around the wrong people.
This is
It doesn't
someone's
matter
life.
if they're your family.
I know.
And you are wanting me to believe that you're going to spend your entire professional existence saving lives. It starts today. It starts with the life that you are aware of that was snuffed out short yesterday. That's the life that it starts with. If you're going to tell me you're going to save lives, it starts with his. Because his is important too.
Ooh, okay.
All I'm asking you is what happened.
I don't know. You keep on asking me that. I don't know.
Next, the police interview a witness who claimed they saw the shooting.
Interesting.
The witness was able to describe what happened. However, he claimed that both the driver and passenger fired their weapons, and he believed that they were both men.
So,
Tinted windows.
10 windows. And then this car cut a right.
Two-door pickup.
Yeah, two-door pickup. This car cut a right. And then you said
He
it
cut him off. He cut him off.
cut the truck off.
Right, and he was shooting. And he was steady shooting. But he was steady, when he's turning, he's shooting. And he He kept going, shooting, and stopped.
Point to where he was shooting at.
He started right here. He started shooting right here over this way. The passenger, it's like he goes like that, and he was shooting like that.
Would you say his head's above the hood?
A little.
A little, but he's
little.
more
That's
like
crazy.
okay.
Right.
His arm shooting over the top of the
Right,
vehicle.
over the top of the car. I think he could have shot the other guy in the hand. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The way that he was
The way
pointing up
shooting.
yeah.
What was the other guy doing?
The driver.
The driver.
He was shooting.
Was he shooting like? Is he driving like this? You're
Both
using
were
his right
shooting?
hand.
Yes, I'm sorry. He's shooting. Yeah.
So he's
like
shooting
that,
across
yeah.
his body
He's
like
shooting
this.
that, right.
Windows were down.
Window was like right here,
Right here.
right there, like
Halfway?
right there, right halfway, so he can see.
How dark was the tent? Would you think? If there, or well, was there even any tent?
Because the witness said the shooters were both male, it led detectives to believe that Marquis and Jaria might have just been passengers in the car when the incident took place. They believed that the suspects might be trying to protect the men involved. With this information, they decide to bring both women in for interrogation. They begin by interviewing Marquis first.
I want you to understand your rights. So
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National
Oh,
Debt
really?
Relief. Minimum payments could
Thank
okay.
you.
And then once we go through that, we'll swear you in, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of this and figure out where we go from here. Okay.
Okay.
Did Detective Overfield explain to you why you're here?
No,
He did not.
no.
Okay. And this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's just a lack of communication. Okay.
What he did was come to my mom's job
Okay.
and tell her that my phone was released and I can go pick up my phone. But I told my mom that don't sound too right or whatever. So like 10 minutes later, they come bum rush the house I was at. So I can come outside that I want. That was it.
People, just stop committing crime. Okay? Stop it. Focus on being a good person and giving your life to God. I promise you, later down in life, you won't regret it. And that's a promise from me. Yes, from me. And if you end up having a miserable life down the line, you can blame me. Yeah, you can blame me. Because it's like, bro, everything is trackable. It's not gonna get easier to commit crime. Not at all. It's not. Like there's camera everywhere. Your phone is like everything is trackable. Like it doesn't matter if you let's leave everything physical out of it. Like it doesn't matter if you committed a crime in the desert. You're gonna get caught for that. That's just how God created things to work. You don't just do something and then not get the consequences, rather it's good or bad. Like that's how God created the universe to work. Like
So you felt it was a little bit of a
My thing was,
Flip the
like you
switch on
said,
you.
you close with my mom, right? Y'all could talk about anything.
mm-hmm.
He could have came to my mom and said, your daughter got a warrant for her arrest.
Be done with it.
And it could have been done with it.
Turn it in.
Turned it in just like that.
Mhm.
But he gonna go lie to my mom, tell me to pick up my phone. When I already knew I probably had a warrant for my arrest because y'all not giving anybody no their phones back. And I could care less about the phone. I bought me a new phone.
I'm sure.
It's materialistic. I don't care
Right.
about the phone.
But that led you to believe.
I knew I probably had a warrant, but my thing was, why would you lie? Just all that could have been
Avoid it.
avoided.
Yeah, just be straight with me.
Just keep it. I'm grown just like you.
Mhm.
Could just told me I
Keep
got
it
a
real.
warrant.
Keep it real. Just be
Give
honest.
it
Tell us
away.
what happened. Tell
Give
us
it
what
away.
happened. Okay. So obviously, when someone is killed, it's you watch these TV shows. It's a murder investigation. They don't stop. We work. I mean, Detective Sharp and I, everybody in the unit, we work just like we would for your brother, your mother, your cousins, your boyfriend. We work 24/7 for these families. That's our job. Okay. The investigations never stop. Forever. And when I retire or something happens to me,
Somebody else gonna pick it
somebody
up.
else gonna pick it up. We have to do that. So we have been working this for 2 months now.
crazy.
2 months. In a couple days, it'll be 2 months. This family is desperate. They need answers. They want to know what
I
happened.
understand, but it's like y'all want me to admit to something that I don't know. I told y'all what I know. I told y'all what I was doing over there. I should never been over there. I already told y'all. It's like y'all want me to just say I was shooting, which I was not shooting. I never pulled a trigger in a day of my life.
Okay. And and I don't know that Detective Overfield agrees with me on this, but I looked at you and said, I know you didn't.
Of course, you said I didn't.
And I looked at Jaria and I said, I know you didn't. Because girls don't do that shit. Girls don't have beef like that.
Girls don't do that. Look, she got a gun right by her side. I mean, I know obviously, like, it's her job, but she's talking about girls don't do that. Sure. Okay.
If you do, you're going to go to scrapping.
Yeah, you're right.
You're going to get on social media and sell each other out. That's what girls do. Okay? You might tell your
Not
boy,
nowadays.
I don't like that girl. I don't like that
Nowadays,
boy. And let
everybody's
them
shooting.
handle it.
Absolutely, but
You might set a motherfucker up to get shot.
Whoa.
That's what girls do.
not this one. I'm
Okay.
too
But
small
what I'm
for
saying is I looked at both of you dead in your eye and I said, I know you didn't. But the information that we have, the shots came from your car.
Do you have evidence?
Yes.
What evidence?
Okay. And this is what's gonna screw you over in the long run. Okay. And this is what I'm trying to avoid happening to you. The evidence is super strong against the occupants of that vehicle. Do I think it was you and Jaria? God, I pray to the Lord that you girls wouldn't go over there and shoot up that damn street. I pray to God. But 2 people shot from that car. The car.
Well, yeah, we're trying to find the hidden truth. Okay, look, I can already tell. Like, okay, you definitely had something to do with it. Obviously, we don't know if she the shooter, she one of the shooters, but we can you asking if they have evidence. Obviously, you asking that because you worrying what do they have? What really they have? What really do they have? Like, bro, it's the thing about criminals. I don't want to say us because I'm not that anymore, yes, it's okay, guys. The thing about criminals is they only think like on their perspective. Like when I used to do those things, like bad things, I'm gonna say bad things. I used to think both side of it. Like, okay, if I do this might happen. Like, so it was hard for me to go to jail. Like, it was really hard. Like, literally, it was really hard because I would think like the police. Like, I was into that type of stuff. Like, I actually wanted to be a detective, but circumstances change. Things change. But yeah, I always think about both sides. But yeah, that's the thing about criminals. They think about only about their perspective of things. And that's where that's when you get caught. That's when you go down. Literally.
Car that you own, the car that we recovered, 2 people shot from that car. And yes, we can prove that. And I'm not bullshitting you or you would not be sitting here.
How can you prove it?
You will see through testimony and evidence that came from that car.
Okay.
Okay?
One of the main reasons suspects talk to police is because they want to know what the police know, so they can create a story to explain the evidence.
Yep.
Marquis wants to know what evidence they have, and the detective needs to convince her that the evidence is strong.
If I was in that position, I mean, even though I wasn't going to be, I wasn't going to be, but let's say just, just say I was. If I was, bro, I'm trying to think if I was, but my brain won't let me because I would have been let everything out. Like, okay, I know y'all know this and that. I would have already known in my head, okay, they know this, they know that. I would have known, I would have known what I left behind, all the evidence, all of that. I would have already known, because I used to think like a criminal and a detective at the same time when I used to be a bad person, but that's why it's hard for me to put myself in her situation. Yeah, it's hard. Just let everything out, girl. Come on.
without giving away any details. If the detective tells her something that she knows is not true, then Marquis will know they are lying and they don't have enough evidence to charge anyone.
Okay? Is the testimony strong? Is the evidence strong against the two of you for murder? Yes. It's super strong, or you would not be sitting there. And your cousin is going to be occupying the
The only reason she's there is they want her to tell her part of it and her cousins, so they can put everything together. Okay, we got this, we got that. Then it'll be easier, like, to convict them in court, you know. But if it's strong, then it's good. But testimony, like all that, it's better, like, you know.
behind the seat shortly. It's bad for both of you. Do I think either one of you were the actual trigger people? I would be very, very surprised, and I've been doing this 10 years. I just can't see the animosity in your heart or in your cousin's heart. You girls are working girls, you have jobs, you both want to go, you're going to school or you want to go to school, and you have futures, you have plans, you have things that you're doing. Okay? That's it. You smoke a little weed, you hang out with some of these guys, they're your boyfriends. We understand that. We know where Brandon was.
Mm-hmm.
We verified his alibi. We know from your phone exactly where you were.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we kept your phone. But your testimony just backed up what your phone already told us. Okay, what you told us, we checked your phone backed you up. You were there. You were there when the shots rang out. We know that. In fact, you and Jairia had such specific information, very, very detailed information about what happened. You couldn't have been anywhere else. You had to have been there when it occurred. You had to have been there when those shots were fired because you both knew too much. That wasn't hearsay testimony. You didn't hear that from the boys in the car. You were there.
Yeah, I told you I was there.
You were there, and you were honest about that.
I bet she probably thinking, okay, she probably thinks she still got a chance to get out that room. Like me, like I would have been made my mind up. Okay, I'm caught. Like, all right, let's talk about it. Yo, like it's just how I am. I don't know. Like, if I did something, like I get caught for it, like all right, I'm caught for it. Let me face the consequences. You know, like I don't know. It's just how I build.
And so was your cousin. You were both honest about it. Okay. What we can't get past is how those shots came from your car. If you're in the front passenger seat where you said you were, and Jairia is driving, which you and her both said she was, if the two of you don't fire those guns, who did?
No shots was fired out my car, detective. Why would I jeopardize everything I got for
I hope you
some boys?
Hey, that question you asking is not for the detective to answer. So let's skip that.
That who knows I'll be with 10 years from now.
Correct.
I'm in love with my boyfriend. Like you said, mine was at work. But like I said, why would I jeopardize? I'm young. Yeah, I'm in love with him. I say that, but I'm 18 years old. Why would I jeopardize that for 10 years?
But you don't have to jeopardize. You don't have to jeopardize it because first of all, we talked with him. First of all, we know where he was. We verified. Second of all, he was mad at you for just going over there to buy weed.
Yeah,
he was
he already
furious.
tell me don't go over there by weed. He already know what this stuff.
Exactly.
He already tell me.
He already knows. He already knows.
I take it upon myself when he was at work.
So it's not your boyfriend, and it's not. I would never think that you. First of all, you don't have to worry about it because we know Brandon wasn't there, but Scotty was.
Scott was not with us. Scott was not with us.
So
Scott,
when did he get out of the car?
When she picked me up, it was nobody. It was me and her. So I don't know before then, but when it was me and her.
So you did not get in the back seat?
No. When she picked me up, no.
From McDonald's?
I was never in the car with McDonald's.
I know, because they picked you up after they went to McDonald's.
Yes.
Okay. Who was in the car at McDonald's?
What I was told was all of them, but I was never in there with them at McDonald's. So I don't know who was, from my side, I don't know who was in the car with McDonald's. Okay. I wasn't there. I wasn't with them. I was still home. They
you said, okay, McDonald's. So you just said from what I was told, all of them. Who's all of them?
who she was with. Pimpin', her and Pimpin'. That's what she told me. Her, Pimpin', and Reggie was in the car.
For Pimpin' and Reggie. Okay. So Pimpin' meaning Scotty Burnett.
Yeah.
Okay. For Pimpin' and Reggie. All right.
Marquis's story is that they
That's
were in fact
crazy.
in the area at the time the incident took place. She claims that she was with Jaria when they heard the shots and saw the victim in his vehicle. After they saw him, they got scared and went to do some laundry. The detectives spend the next hour going through all the evidence with Marquis, hoping that she will tell them who the shooter is. As Marquis shares her side of the story, the detective begins to think that maybe the shooter is sitting right in front of her.
Because
When you die, you go to another life. Maybe heaven, maybe purgatory,
No.
maybe hell.
you know,
No, it's heaven or hell. There's no in between, okay? I had to make that clear. Like, bro, no, you're not getting that in like that. No, it's heaven or hell. There's no in between. But yeah, I was about to say something about the video. I was about to say something. I don't want to forget. Let me keep playing it. I'm gonna remember.
you're telling me you girls were the only ones in the car.
Yeah, we was.
So
Oh yeah,
maybe
it's crazy. It's crazy. I think that only happens in America. I don't want to say only because I don't know. I only know about America and where I'm from, which is Haiti. In Haiti, you get caught for something. Like, you're gonna have reporters in your face with cameras, and you gotta let everything you did out, every little details. And if you don't, you get beat by the police and tortured. Like, yes, it's not illegal. So yeah, I think it's a privileged thing to live in America. Okay, so I think that's why, like, when I get caught for things, like, all right, I'm caught. Like, let me face the consequences, you know. So I think I like that about it though, because you face things head on. Like, you ain't gotta lie. Like, people have to do this, all these interrogation. There's no interrogations in Haiti. They put those reporters in front of you with their cameras and their microphone. You let everything you did out, and if you don't, you face the consequences, the pre consequences. That's what I call it, the pre consequences, which is a beating with, like, real bad. You get beat real bad until you let everything out. Like, there is no, oh, I'm gonna bring you a water, I'm gonna bring you some burgers. None of that.
maybe I'm misreading you.
I think I'll pull the trigger.
Maybe I'm misreading you.
For another nigga?
Maybe both you girls are much more badasses than
It's
I
a
ever
privilege
imagined.
to be in this country. I'm
I
telling you.
was always taught if somebody can't do it themselves, why would I be doing it? I ain't gonna do nobody dirty work. I got done.
Nah, cause you too real. You wanna, hey, you too real. You wanna, you feel me? You wanna do things for your homies and your families. You wanna call that real? So, hey, nah, like, things not making sense. Okay, so don't use that. I like how she fist bump her. Yeah, sure. You're not going to jail. Sure.
I'm not doing nobody dirty work.
Unless it's for yourself or your cousin.
And I wasn't.
And that is the only explanation. I'm missing it. And maybe Detective Overfield's been right all along.
When
Wait, I thought keeping it real was you riding for your homies. What happened? Did the street code change? I don't know. What happened? You don't ride for your homies no more? Let me know, man. I'm not in the street no more. Like, yo,
Marquis is told she might be a possible suspect,
that's
her
crazy,
calm demeanor
man.
changes and she begins
There's
to
no
rock
winning
back
in
and
that
forth.
life.
She no longer appears confident and she begins to stumble over her own words.
I'm missing it.
You think we the one who did it?
100%. 100%. This is why we argue. This is why I asked Detective Sharp to come in the room, because we argue. Because you don't want to see Detective Overfield and I argue.
Let me tell you something. My thing is, I wouldn't put my hand out to know. I wouldn't put my hand out to shoot nothing. This gonna identify me off. I got a tattoo that's gonna identify.
Marquis claims that if she put her arm out the window to fire the gun, the witnesses would have seen her tattoo and been able to identify her. Marquis just made a huge mistake, and the detective is about to pick up on it.
Either
Wait, did she told her she had her hand out when the shooting happened? Like if not, like he said, like she just made a huge mistake.
Either way it go. If I shot my hand this way or through the pastor, I got something that's going to identify, and I cannot deny these tattoos.
When did you get those?
I had got this like a few weeks ago, I think.
She's
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't have them before,
No, but this right here will identify.
but you didn't have them before.
I had this one before. Yes.
Not when you stuck that one out the window
I didn't
over the
have-
hood of the car. You did not have that.
I did not have this one, no.
Correct. So it wouldn't
My
identify
car-
you.
This
So-
ain't one of them.
Exactly. So how they gonna identify the tattoo when you didn't have it? Like, come on, like that's another thing about criminals. They always think they the smartest. Like, yeah, I used to be the same.
Never was out
What you just
Crazy.
did up over the roof of the car like that, shooting,
Mhm.
you did not have that tattoo.
I'm saying I wouldn't do that because I know it's ways to identify me and it's ways to identify because Jaria have a tattoo too on both things. She had words before her, so I know it's ways to identify.
Sweetheart, I know, but you said that you had that and you didn't.
No, I didn't say I had these. I'm saying these were I.
Now she want to switch it up. She want to switch it up. And this is not a funny matter, but it's just, bro, the circling around, the going around, like, it's funny to me, like, but it's a serious matter. Somebody died, you know.
Will identify me. A tattoo will identify me. I never said I had this because I know I had this 2 weeks ago.
All right, you just got it.
Mhm.
I can tell that the ink is fresh.
It's brand new. Yes, I just got it.
Yeah. Okay. I have tattoos too, so I'm familiar. Okay. All right. So at the moment that you shot out the vehicle over the roof of the car, there was not a tattoo on your forearm.
I
Is that
never shot out
accurate?
the vehicle of the car.
Okay. All right. Now this arm wouldn't have done the shooting because
If you never shot it, hey, somebody got to go down. Oh, y'all ain't just gonna walk away. Even though y'all finna go down, but that's what I mean. Like the way they thinking, right? The way they thinking right now. It's not in general, criminals in general, the way they think, okay? People that do bad things. I'm gonna just say people that do bad things. I don't want to categorize like criminals because there's people that aren't criminals that still do bad things. So
obviously you'd have had to shoot over her face in front of your cousin, and that would have been dangerous. So I imagine you girls had a beef with this boy. I guess, you know, and sometimes experience is not, my experience is why I say what I say, okay? But sometimes experience is just, maybe some of the newer detectives are just closer to the streets than I am because I'm older. I tend to read people, but you guys are a new generation.
yeah, they're way crazier than you think. Yes, like they're crazier. Like
Apparently, my experience is making me
she's literally
argue on your
rocking
behalf, and maybe it's because
body
of my
language
connection to
and
your mom.
everything tells it all.
Maybe it's my experience that's tending to argue on your behalf and I'm wrong, and I've been wrong for 2 months. And maybe Detective Overfield's been right. And it's certainly all of the evidence that he's tried to, and I don't know why I argue in the face of evidence, because evidence is what it is. Okay, testimony is testimony, evidence is evidence, physical evidence is physical evidence. But my history has told me you girls don't do this. It's just not in your nature to do this. But maybe I'm thinking of my generation or people a little bit younger than me, and not the girls who are 19 to 25 of today. Because when I listen to your mom,
there's people way younger than that.
your mom told us a lot about Jaria. She wasn't as convinced that you would do something like that unless you were with Jaria. But she was dead set convinced Jaria would. Jaria straight up cold. She sat in this chair where you're sitting right now and said, Jaria, yes. But I don't think my daughter.
Wait, you see, that's what I mean by they not thinking far enough. Like, if you don't, if you don't tell on your friend, you're implicated in that murder. You know that, right? Like, if you hiding something, you are implicated in that murder too. I don't think, yeah, like I said, people don't think that far. Most people don't think that far.
My daughter would do it. Maybe she's just trying to protect you. But I don't think my daughter would do that. Unless she was with her cousin. So if there's no one in the back seat
I'm not worried.
and it's just you girls, I've been wrong the whole time. And
The
I'm gonna
body
have to
language
apologize to your
tells
mom
it
because
all.
I never in a million years would have banked on that. And it tears me up to hear you say that. I think we've solved our case. I think we're pretty much at a point where we're going to present it to a jury and it's going to happen. I mean, there's nothing left to do.
Okay.
Unless, and now's your only chance to do this.
I
I'm sure
wonder if
Detective
they
Sharp has
gonna
questions
like
for
let
you
it
if you don't
out though.
mind, but now's your only chance to do this. But unless there's mitigating circumstances, and that's why I mentioned the sexual assault, unless there's some sort of situation where this boy, you know, that y'all were, unless there's a legitimate concern, a reason, you know, and like you said, you wouldn't do anybody else's dirty work. If a bitch needs to die, then you're going to handle it for yourself.
For myself, I ain't gonna tell nobody else to do nothing.
Correct. You're not going to have your boyfriend do it. Jari is probably not going to have her boyfriend do it, although her boyfriend probably would do it. But maybe we've been wrong all. Maybe I've been wrong all along, and Detective Overfield's been right. And maybe y'all just handled your business. Because, you know, if a bitch needs to die, a bitch needs to die. Whatever. I don't know.
Crazy.
Maybe y'all went over there, you saw him clutching, and you told him you were coming, and you caught him slipping, and he was off Jackson Street, and you
It
thought
would be
you.
evidence of a phone call that me calling him, a text message to him, telling him where I'm gonna be at.
Well, I mean, y'all were headed to Jackson
It was
Street.
none of that.
Y'all were headed to Jackson Street.
Which we did admit that was headed to
You were headed to Jackson Street, okay? But you caught him slipping south. You caught him slipping south. You caught him slipping out of his hood where he didn't have his homeboys. Okay, and it was actually advantageous for both of you girls to catch him slipping down Jernigan because he didn't have everybody else there to shoot with him.
For 2 months, the detective tried to piece together the puzzle, but there was always one piece missing. Now that she is on the right track, all the pieces are coming together and it all finally makes sense.
That's crazy that you think like that.
I didn't before about 5 minutes ago. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't until you did the thing with the tattoo in the arm.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, now I do.
Okay, that's fine.
Now I do. Now I
You have any
completely.
questions?
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do. I don't know as much as Detective Sprague knows about this case, but just listening to, I was out there that day and talking to Detective Overfield and Detective Sprague today about this, and listening to you, and knowing the evidence that they have and what the couple of things that you've said that have, and they're little details, but you've as adamant that you are, that you didn't have a gun and the shots didn't come from your car, you've tripped yourself up, in my opinion, in a couple of the little details. This was a big one,
Literally.
up and over the roof of the car.
Literally.
How else would they say shots was fired from that car? So if, like I said,
Yeah, don't try to switch it up now. You did the exact thing you did while you were shooting, and they did not let you know that type of like details. Like you let that known by yourself because you was that person. Now she's trying to switch it up.
She said if I shot that way, that I'll be shooting in front of my cousin's face.
Okay.
That don't make any sense.
You wouldn't.
If I'm shooting over my head.
Yes, you wouldn't, because you did not do that. You showed them exactly what you did. Like, bro, yo, you are not in front of two idiots, bro. Like, these are not your friends. You just tell everything and they just take it like just because it's you. They're friends. Come on, bro.
For one, I'm not gonna be able to see anything, so that's a waste of bullets.
Not only did Marquis imply
Wow. Like, she letting everything out without acknowledging that. Like, she's not even acknowledge what she's doing right now. She's just talking.
that she had the tattoo on her forearm before the incident took place. She also showed detectives how she would have shot out of the vehicle. What's interesting is that her description matches what the witness told detectives.
Either way it goes, if I shot my hand this way or through the passenger, I got something that's going to identify, and I cannot deny these.
No, don't bring that up again, because you don't got something they could have identified, because you didn't have it at the time it happened. Come on, girl. Be smart about this. You are putting yourself in a jam, literally. What goes around comes back around.
These tattoos.
The passenger, it's like he goes like that and he was shooting like that.
Would you?
That don't make any sense.
No, unless you didn't really want to hurt anybody because you didn't want to go to prison for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and
If I'm gonna pull the trigger, I might as well do it all the way. I'm not going to.
I don't know. I'd rather send a message than
actually go to prison.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to prison either way.
And actually hit someone.
Right. And sending a message.
And then the reason why I said that is because I was told from the detective that Marquis Hamilton was the shooter of the crime scene. That's what happened.
Look. She's skipping over her words. She knows she messed up. Like, her brain is catching on what she's really doing. Like, it's too late for that. You put yourself in that jam. I mean, you had no choice. It's either that or you could have literally came forward with the truth when you started talking, you know?
Say it again.
I was told by the detective that they got witness saying the shots fired at my house, the car. They got witness saying that Marquis Hamilton was the shooter or whatever.
Of this shooting?
Yes.
Oh, that you're the shooter?
Yes. And I was a passenger.
Let me guess. They told you the shooter was shooting over the head, right?
And you were their witnesses are saying you were the passenger?
No, I'm telling you I was the passenger.
Oh, but they're saying you were the driver.
No, they're saying I was the shooter.
The shooter.
Their shots was fired at that car.
Both of you shot.
Are we done here?
Oh, I mean, rather you done or not, you going to jail. Prison, I mean.
I just want to tell you that
the crazy thing is most people be thinking at this moment, they'll be thinking, oh, are we done here? Can I go now? No, you're not. After you just like, people brain don't be like making sense of things, you know? And if I was in this situation, I would have been like, yeah, I'm ready. I would have been sitting down. I'm ready to go to jail. Where the cuffs at, man? Bring the cuffs in.
The decisions that you make could very well affect the rest of your life. And I want you, because I don't know you like Detective Sprague does, but you seem like a very smart young lady, and apparently you had quite a future going for you. And I just want to make sure that you understand that before we walk out of this room, the decisions that you make could be critical to the rest of your life.
Yeah.
People make mistakes.
Oh, really? You think so?
Okay, this guy in this truck getting shot, I don't think either one of you intended to hit him. Clearly, you didn't even know him, unless it was some type of road rage incident, and maybe he did something and pulled a weapon on you. I don't know. Only you would know that. But I don't think any of the shots.
No, this is where now they're trying to get you to Like, okay, they got me. They trying to get you to think like that. Like, okay, they got me. Now I gotta make up a story that I was defending myself. That's why I love. I don't want to say I love it. I like psychology. You know, the psychology of like these interrogations, because it's a mind game. You just gotta know what to say and when to say. But yeah, it's a mind game. That's why I like psychology, like I said. But come on, somebody like that is not gonna win these type of games. Come on, let's be real about this.
The shots that were fired
She's
because
just
of
a kid.
how they were out of a moving vehicle at a moving target. People don't think they're going to hit. It's more of a warning, sending a message. And if that's the case, you need to say that, because that can make a big difference between what happens if we leave it like it is or it goes forward with you saying that. And
I understand, but it was no shots fired. Y'all want me to admit to something I did
I
not
never
do.
want you to admit to anything you didn't do. But here's the thing: you have to understand from our standpoint, we have all this evidence, witnesses, GPS locations, video, all of these things.
Do you guys have a gun?
Showing that it did come out of that car.
Did you guys have a gun?
I don't know.
99% of the time when we convict people of murder, we don't have
Exactly.
Was
Most
there
of the
gun
time we
residue
do.
found on top of my car?
I don't know the answer to that. You
I
have
don't
to
know
ask
the
the
answer to
detective.
that.
Are we done then? Because if it's, I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right.
You're on the
Not a
drill.
problem. I gotta go. Time is 2:33.
I hope she don't think she's going home.
What I was hoping to hear. Do you need that? Okay. What I was hoping to hear from you when I talked to you about the victim was some remorse and some apologies to the family. But
I apologize, because what if that was me? Or I understand they're grieving. I understand they're going through it. But me saying sorry, like I did it or had something to do with it or knew that somebody did it, I don't. I don't. So I'm sorry for their loss.
but not for any responsibility that you might have had in that, I guess.
I don't have no responsibility to that.
None.
Crazy.
All right, honey. Good luck to you. Okay.
See you later.
If you need anything, just knock on the door. Okay.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
The detectives are convinced.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, turn to God, okay? That's all I can say. Turn to God. That life of crime is not the way. Turn to God and repent. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, let's continue.
Convinced that the two women are the shooters. So now it's time to interview Jaria and see what she has to say.
Oh yeah, one last one, right? The other one.
Out there doing something else right now?
Can I talk to him? Because y'all put me over. Y'all didn't put her over. Y'all should be talking to me.
They're gonna get to you.
I've been here since 12.
Okay.
This don't make no sense. Y'all put me over, not her. Y'all need to be talking to me.
Okay. They're gonna get to you.
One's in one and
No, because y'all talking to everybody about the person y'all need to be talking to.
They've only spoken to one person, which is the older female. I don't know who that is to you.
That's my mother.
Damn it.
And y'all put me over. Y'all slammed me on the ground, so y'all should be talking to me.
Okay. They're gonna get to you.
Ain't no, they need to get to me now. I've been here since 12 o'clock.
Okay. I relay the message.
No, he already came by. I'm waiting for him to come back. This don't make no
Let me look
sense.
for him. I don't know where he's at right now. Who is it, a male?
It's two males. They supposed to come back. I'm waiting for them right now.
There's a male and a female, the only two that are here right
It
now.
was a
All
male.
male with face
It was a
hair?
male that came by and said he's coming back. He ain't come back. Y'all talking to everybody but me.
Like I said, they only spoke to the mom, your mom.
I got pulled over. I should be the first one y'all talk to. I the one got pulled over.
Okay.
I was
Give me a
so
sec.
y'all should talk to me. Y'all doing everything but doing y'all job.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Who are you to tell them they're not
Bro,
doing their
They're not
job?
related to you.
I know
What's
you're
your
not.
name?
I'm just. Can you go get the detective?
I have to go get him.
I've been here. It's
I
freezing
can't get him
cold.
for
in
you.
here.
Hey, when you put yourself there, people need to start to take responsibilities. Like, it's crazy, man. Like I said, in this country, like, it's a lot of privilege. Literally.
They're standing by the door. Give me a second.
You go back.
Can you can talk to me?
Yeah, we're coming in right now. She's got my partner going to the bathroom. You got to go to the bathroom
I'm
before
guessing that's gonna be fast.
Okay, we're coming here and we'll talk to you, okay?
What I'm here for?
We're going to sit down.
Really?
And talk to you, but I told you before what we do.
Really?
So, you ever a murder investigation?
Oh, what?
Murder
What
investigation.
do I have to do?
I'll tell you in a minute. But she's going to the bathroom. We're going to come in. I'm
Can you
not.
just start talking?
I just don't have it in me. Like, I don't have it in me to like. I don't have it in me. If somebody say I'm here for this type of crime and I know I did it, like I don't have it in me to ask like, why am I here for that? Like, if I know I did something, all right, let's talk about it. I did it. All right, what are we looking for? Let's make a deal. You feel me? You want me to like confess, like let everything out? Hey, let's make a deal. Let me see what you got, man.
Let me grab my stuff. I'll sit down with you. Let me go grab it right now. Coming in.
The detectives enter the room and spend the next hour listening to Juria tell her version of the story.
Are they sisters? She looked just like the other girl.
Story matches Marquise, and she even explains that one day she wants to be a sniper in the military, so she believes in doing the right thing and being honest. When she finally finishes, the detectives confront her and ask her if she was the shooter.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Oh, thank God.
Did you girls shoot at him?
No.
Something wrong with my charger.
No. I ain't that. No. Got the ball to shoot at nobody.
I thought you wanted to be a sniper.
Not shoot at somebody for what reason? To protect myself. I don't know.
Or for your country.
Or for your country.
I ain't shoot nobody. Can't y'all do fingerprints? Or something.
Do you got the gun?
Fingerprints for what?
She just asked me, did I shoot somebody?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't shoot nobody.
Bring the gun, then they'll do it. Yo, what's going on?
Why is it that folks are telling us that the gunshots came from your car?
Mm-hmm.
That all of the gunshots, and believe me, there was more than 5 to 7, came from your vehicle.
Never owned a gun, never touched a gun, never even shot a gun.
Did you loan the car to someone?
No.
Did you?
I can't tell you what she did.
No, because y'all were there. I mean,
Yeah, we was together. But
you can because you were with her, right?
Yeah.
So unless you're lying about being there when the shots were fired, and somebody else had the car, y'all had it, right?
Yeah.
And what time was this?
She picked me up around 12-ish, 1 o'clock, like around.
From Brandon?
Yes, I had texted her and I said, cousin, come get me. I have to go to wash my clothes.
Do you know where she was coming from?
No, I do not.
Because she had your car all night.
I don't know where she was coming from. I said.
So obviously, the only person that had that car was y'all girls.
Yeah. Ain't nobody shoot.
We work for the people who could no longer speak.
Who's
Okay,
silent?
and I'm yawning because we have not slept since
Crazy,
yesterday.
man.
We've been up for well over 24 hours. We are exhausted. The reason you are here is because the people we spoke to yesterday told us the gunshots came from your car,
I'm telling you, I ain't.
and that the front seat passenger and the driver are the shooters, and that's you girls. That don't make a lick of sense, though.
I'm not shooting no pistol. I never shot no pistol. It was only me and Jari in our car. I don't know why they said we was the one shooting the car.
That's what they told us. Oh, everybody out there.
I never owned a gun, never touched a gun.
I think we've been in here with you girls, but I think they've already executed a search warrant on our house.
Oh, well.
Y'all's.
Well, go ahead. Ain't nothing in
I think they already did it.
there. They probably did.
I think they already wrote it and everything.
Marquis and Juria would be arrested for manslaughter with a firearm, and they are currently out on bail awaiting trial. Prosecution believes that the victim was just driving through when he was caught in the crossfire. For now, we'll have to wait and see what happens
That's
next.
crazy.
Thank you for watching this video, and please
I thought he was actually the target. That's crazy, crazy. But yeah, hey man, you want a secret to a happy life, to freedom? I got it for you right here. 2 words: Jesus Christ. Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I'm gonna start reacting to like interrogations, you know. Yeah, like I said before, to find the real hidden truth. You get it? But yeah, I'm gonna start reacting to interrogations, all type of stuff. I'm gonna start mixing everything up, mixing it, switching it up, all that. But yeah, just subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to stay notified every time I drop a video. Like the video so it can spread around. And share the video with your family, friends, and enemies, okay? Don't be mad at your enemies. Forgive them. It doesn't matter what they did to you. Forgive them, especially if you want to be forgiven by God. But yeah, that's it. Just stay tuned and go check out my other videos. I am out.